Morning, everybody. So today we are here to recognize the French Canadians in our community and the Franco-Americans in our community who've devoted so much to the success of New Bedford's economy and culture over the many decades and well over a century. Our French American neighbors and friends had moved here in the late 19th century and continued to move here throughout much of the 20th century from Canada as well as from France. And today, as we do so many times with other ethnic groups in our melting pot of a city, we pay tribute to this one particular ethnic group that has given so much to the city and has made it a much richer place. So I just want to say that the bond between the city and the French is very special. The bond between the United States and France is very special, going back to the days of the Revolutionary War, General Lafayette, going all the way through both world wars and continuing today as a strong ally in NATO and other international organizations. France and the United States have a long and steady and strong bond, and it will continue in the future. So we're here today as a city to pay tribute to the French Canadians, and to mark the occasion, we will raise the Canadian flag in a moment with the playing of the Canadian national anthem. But before we do that, let me recognize a couple of people here today. One is Councillor Henry Bousquet, who is obviously of French extraction. So today you'll be Henri. But I'd like to ask Henry to come forward and offer his remarks to mark the occasion. Henry.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to say thank you all for coming out today, and thank you to Mayor Jon Mitchell for allowing us to raise the Canadian flag here in remembrance of St. Jean-Baptiste Day. It is my great privilege and honor to be a Franco-American and come from a long line of French Canadians in the city of New Bedford. My family moved here, like many French Americans, Canadian Americans, to become bobbin boys and stitchers and sewers in the great cotton mills in New Bedford. I would like to take this opportunity actually to invite Attorney Raymond Patnaud to the podium to explain a little bit about St. Jean-Baptiste Day. And also I'd like to invite the community to come out and enjoy the ceremony at the Franco-American Square on the corner of Mount Pleasant and Nauset Street in the north end of New Bedford by the tank. There'll be a ceremony on Sunday at 11 o'clock, as well as a French-Canadian Mass at Holy Name of the Sacred Heart of Jesus at 9:30, spoken in French. So it should be a great day of festivities. So Mr. Patnaud, if you'd come forward and explain a little bit about St. Jean-Baptiste Day, I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Henry. We requested that the temperature be turned down today so that it would be comfortable for this event after going through 2 days of high temperatures. The Feast of St. John the Baptist originated as a pagan celebration of the summer solstice, and King Clovis, who was the first Catholic king of France, Christianized the celebration to mark the birth of St. John the Baptist. He was known as the precursor of Christ, the light of the world. And this celebration was carried to Quebec with the settlers in New France. In fact, in Quebec, it's a national paid holiday. The Pope made St. Jean the Baptist the patron saint of the French Canadians. And in Massachusetts, under Governor Dukakis, a proclamation was signed declaring that the 4th Sunday of June be declared St. Jean the Baptist Day. The celebration has been in New Bedford since the arrival of French Canadians, and we've continued that proud tradition. At the square on Sunday, we're going to have an opportunity to see a reenactment unit from General Rochambeau's army. the Régiment Bourbonnais is one of the units in his army, and the unit had some ties to New Bedford in that the officers of the unit would send men to buy horses from New Bedford Quakers because they were honest in their dealings. He also has a tie to New Bedford's Portuguese community because his wife was the daughter of a Portuguese produce merchant, Maria Teles Acosta. So I'm sure he had chance to taste the palate of the fine Portuguese cooking that we experience here in New Bedford. But when General Rochambeau arrived in Newport, his troops outnumbered the citizens of Newport. And a lot of people forget that France was our very first ally. When his men arrived in Newport, they had a cockade on the hat that was white. And he saw that George Washington's troops had a black cockade. So he ordered his men to add a black cockade on top of the white cockade on their hats to show the alliance between France and the United States. So I hope you all can make it to the square to see the reenactment procedure, the firing of the muskets. Thank you for coming here today.
Thank you, Ray. So now we'll play the Canadian national anthem and raise the Canadian flag. Thank you, everyone. Let me just reiterate that. Encourage everyone to attend the ceremony this Sunday, June, what's today? Today's the 22nd, June 24th. Sunday, June 24th at 11 at the Franco-American Monument, the corner of Mount Pleasant Street and Hathaway Road. There are many French Americans who lost their lives from the city, French Americans from the city, who lost their lives in both the World Wars as well as in Korea and Vietnam. And the ceremony on St. Jean Baptiste Day is a fitting tribute to them. So I encourage everyone to come out, spend a few minutes, and to contemplate their sacrifice. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend.